and we're just going to this time get straight into it. So my name's Deepak Shukla. You guys all know me. Let's start dialing numbers. So yeah, here we go. So let's see what happens. Give me a second. I'm going to call this chap. See if I get his phone number here. I have it. Fantastic. Okay, cool. Let's call this bloke. See what happens. 07854 424 8273. Hi there. Sorry, is this Colin?
Speaking, yes.
Colin, my name's Deepak. I don't know if this rings a bell, but I think my my colleague Lydia connected with you on LinkedIn maybe a couple of days ago, even in fact. So Lydia from SERP Sketch, Lydia Sims. Does that ring a bell at all from LinkedIn? Or
it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I'm afraid, no.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, brilliant. So I want to so I'm calling from SERP Sketch, and I reckon I need probably about 25 to 30 seconds of your time to tell you what we do, and then you can tell me, Deepak, that's interesting and potentially relevant, I'd like to learn more, or Deepak, probably not for me, but thanks for your time. Does that sound reasonable?
Far away.
Okay, brilliant. So long story short, SERP Sketch is an SEO tool. It's not, I don't know if you're familiar with, but it's not like some of the more common tools such as Ahrefs or SEMrush, in that it doesn't focus, for example, in telling you where you rank on Google for keywords, or looking at how you could, for example, improve, Flabber or Rollin from a technical perspective. What it does is it looks at, for example, for Flabber, I guess, I beg your pardon. If you or anyone that you work with is interested, for example, or thinking about ranking on Google for, let's just say, a keyword such as video solution software, then I imagine that it's going to be probably useful for you to know that, well, Colin, even if you ranked, for example, #1 on page 1 for that keyword, SERP Sketch actually visually shows you where you would appear on the page, and through our tool it will tell you whether, okay, well, actually for this keyword in particular, and it can be any keyword that you like, you are going to appear below, for example, Google Maps. There's people that are running ads, like shopping ads for Google Shopping, as well as like featured snippets, which is where you have kind of the FAQ stuff. So even for #1, you're going to appear below the fold, basically about 60% of the way down the page. And SERP Sketch basically does that for basically any keyword that might be important to Flabber or anyone else's that's relevant commercial strategy, certainly from a ranking on Google perspective. And yeah, I'm calling to see if there's any scope of interest that's useful to yourself or anything that you're involved in.
Does it actually help with SEO as opposed to just showing me where I'm going to appear? Does it actually help promote us?
So no, it would show you, and then the use in this instance would be that as you're looking at strategy, it would help you to the degree that we, for example, have some clients who have discovered that some of the keywords that they're putting marketing dollars into, even if they rank them page 1, rank 1, they're going to appear about halfway down the page. So it helps mitigate that, and then also to a degree it's preventative. It's pay as you go for people that have independent use cases, which is probably worth telling you. So if you've only got, for example, very specific situations where you'd have a use for it, then it's great in that you can use it in a pay as you go function. Or of course, if it expands, then there's monthly subscription options as well. So that's kind of how it would work, if that makes any sense.
So you would just work out with them so they can get an understanding of what ROI we're getting from the activities we're doing.
Exactly. So it's the ROI from the keywords or the activities that you're doing, and then maybe looking at any future moving activities to have a quick look up to see, well, you know what, let's not bother with these searches, because even if we get #1, we're going to be halfway down the bloody page anyway.
Sure. I mean, feel free to send stuff over to me. I mean, we don't actively go and push stuff through on kind of Google Ads and the likes anyway. But that may change.
Is it worth potentially having a 15-minute like screen share and just showing you some examples where you'd say, look, these are.
God, I tell you, if I had 15 minutes free, I'd probably want to go a cup of tea. It's absolutely crazy at the moment. So let's park it for now.
Okay.
But send me your details, so I've got it on hand.
Okay.
And I'll just put it in my folder because we are looking at the marketing activities at the moment. So
understood.
It might be useful.
Okay, understood. What I'll do is I'll have one of the team from Serp Sketch send just basically a short email. I'm just going to double check while I've got it here. Give me 1 second, sir. I think I've got your email in front of me. Is it colin@flabber.com? Yeah, perfect. Okay, colin@flabber.com. Okay, so I've got that. You shall get an email sometime before the end of the day tomorrow, let's say, and I'll just leave it with you from there.
Perfect.
All right. No worries, Colin. See you, buddy. Bye. So, guys, no call booked, but nice enough email. I am just saving his details into the phone, and I need to start using our dialer, to be honest with you. You know what? I'm going to start using that now, in fact, because it's gonna save me the headache of having to get these online. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to send the team send him an email and see where we go. So let's get on to the next one. All right, so hi-ho, off we go. Now let's call Chris Abbott. I feel like I've already called you, Chris. Have I? Let's find out. Let's try and see. Yeah, I have. Okay, let's go to the top of the list and see if we have any more luck here. Let's call her instead. See what happens. Who are you? Growth and marketing. Okay. Tools for brokers. Okay, cool. Let's call Julia. See what happens. Any luck?
Cool.
No luck. So guys, I'm making some calls and we'll just how far into this are we? Let's have a look. We are 9 minutes into this. I'm still just making live cold calls. I'm going to bump I want it within 20 minutes. I want to get two appointments. So let's just call the next person. Who are you? Okay, Trent. Let's call you Trent. See what happens with Trent. Is he going to pick up?
24.
Hi there. Sorry, is this Trent?
It is, yeah.
Trent, my name's Deepak. I'm calling because I think my correct me if I'm wrong. I think my colleague Lydia, and maybe even actually Matthew followed up, but Lydia connected with you a little while ago on LinkedIn in regards to something called SERP Sketch. So Lydia Sims, SERP Sketch on LinkedIn. Does any of that mean anything to you, or you don't remember?
I don't remember, mate, at the moment.
It's okay.
No, sorry.
It's okay.
I'm not in the right headspace for that.
It's okay. I totally understand. Look, I reckon I need about probably 25 seconds, maybe a little bit more, to just explain why I'm calling, who SERP Sketch are, what we do, and then...
I can't speak right now, buddy. Sorry. I'm in the middle of something at the moment, you know. Yeah, you just caught me off guard, you know. So
that's okay.
Would you mind emailing me or something, and then perhaps we can arrange a call? I don't know, really, you know. But I don't know what you have to offer, but I can't speak right now, unfortunately.
That's okay.
Sorry.
Can I tell? Oh, I literally, I do mean 25 seconds. I'll explain really simply what it is. I think you'll get it immediately. I suspect. Okay. So you're still head of marketing at Quick Mobile Fix, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So long story short, you're probably familiar. So SERP Sketch is an SEO tool. It doesn't do, for example, what SEMrush, Ahrefs, or Moz or Majestic do in terms of rank tracking or looking at technical SEO. The thing that SERP Sketch does is, in your space, for example, let's say e-commerce, one of the things that I imagine, well, it's important to any business that's doing rank tracking or looking at, keywords on Google. If you, for example, want to rank for, let's say, mobile phone company UK, I imagine it's going to be pretty important for you to discover that, well, Trent, you know what, even if you guys rank number one, you're actually going to appear below, for example, Google Shopping. There's zero-based search. There's also actually Google Maps, and SERP Sketch will visually show you where on the page that you'd rank, and it does it basically across any keyword that you're interested in. So it's been useful for saving money on strategy, basically, where companies pivot because they see that, well, for these keywords, even if we rank number one, we're going to be like halfway down page one, if that makes sense. And it will just visualize that actual data for you, so you can look at it visually, like where your quick wins will be and things to kind of avoid. So really simply, that's what it does. Yeah, I wanted to share it with you if it made sense at all. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. But I mean, I appreciate your information, but as I said, right now I can't take any action. I can't do anything.
That's okay.
So so drop me an email and I'll look into it when I have some time, and I'll catch up with you after that. If that's okay.
Yeah, no, of course. What's a good email for you, Trent?
Trent.vora@quickmobile.fix.com.
So did you say Trent.Vora?
Yeah.
Okay.
quickmobile.fix.com. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll note that down. I'll get an email across to you this afternoon or tomorrow.
Thanks very much.
No worries. Okay.
Thanks for the call. Cheers. Bye.
Okay, guys. So there you go. That was Trent.Vora. Trent.Vora. Okay, so another man to send an email to. So I'm going to this time not bother with actually, maybe I will. I was going to say I'm not going to bother with the upload, but I think I'm going to, because it demonstrates proof of work, which is always good. And I'm getting quicker at doing it, which is always good. And there you go. So no success today. Cool, guys. So apparently I've got 3 people watching. Lord knows if you're actually watching, but that was what I've been able to do so far for one of our clients. How long have I got? I've been online for 15 minutes. Okay, no, I said 20. So let's try. So one more person. So let's say, let's call. Oh, Deepak wants an email, then follow up 30th of May onwards. Okay, cool. So let's just keep going down this list that I've got. So I've got another guy to call. Okay, Jamila. So let's give Jamila a call. 0127. Okay, let's see what happens.
Jamila, you?
Hi there. Sorry, can I speak? Sorry, is this Jamila?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Jamila. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Sorry, who is this? There's a bit of background noise. I can't tell who it is.
Oh, it's okay. No, don't apologise. Jamila, my name's Deepak. I'm calling because I think my colleague Lydia. It might have been a while back now. So if you don't remember, that's probably completely normal. But Lydia Sims connected with you on LinkedIn in regards to something called SERP Sketch. Does that name, Lydia Sims or SERP Sketch, ring a bell at all, or no idea what I'm talking about?
I'm afraid yes, it's a no idea. I'll be honest with you.
It's okay. Look, don't apologize. It's normal. I get it. You probably get 100 LinkedIn messages a week, and it's very easy to just lose it all amongst the noise. Look, I wanted to basically take, I think, about maybe 20, 25, 35 seconds of your time to explain who SERP Sketch are.
Yeah, sure. Now it's quite good. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead.
Brilliant. Perfect. So here we go. Here the pitch goes. Okay. So SERP Sketch is an SEO tool. Isn't, for example, similar to maybe SEMrush or Ahrefs or any, for example, let's say rank tracking or SEO audit tool that you might use or have come across. The problem that SERP Sketch seeks to solve is that if, for example, Unique Marketing are interested in, let's say, ranking for Marketing Agency London, as an example, I would imagine that it's probably quite powerful for you to determine that. Actually, Jamila, even if you, for example, rank #1 for Digital Marketing Agency London on page 1 of Google, you're actually going to appear below Google Maps. There's people that are actually also running ads, and they've even got zero-based kind of search, like the FAQ stuff you see at the top. And SERP Sketch will visualize that data, so you can see that, okay, for this I might appear, for example, 60% of the way down on page 1. And SERP Sketch basically visualizes that for any keyword that you're looking at. And yeah, we being honest, we've just found it's become quite well, very useful and sometimes crucial when looking at strategy from a Google and ranking perspective. And yeah, I was calling to see if there's any interest or use for that potentially within what you do at Unique Marketing.
Quick answer, no, because I don't get involved in digital marketing.
Okay.
And so for ourselves, I don't deploy any of those tools because we're not a marketing agency, we are a consultancy.
Yep.
And what we provide, people actually don't search for. So it is kind of, we're a strategy consulting firm, and typically people aren't looking for that. So our route to market is mostly through referrals, or through people seeing us at events, speaking, sharing insights, etc., etc.
Of course.
So we don't ourselves go into marketing ourselves in a normal way that any other marketing agency necessarily would, because we're a bit niche, we're a bit different. And as far as our clients are concerned, yes, I'm a consultant chief marketing officer, so I will do the high level marketing strategy for them. And then I'll bring in specialists, and we do have digital strategists who will then go through all about SEO, PPC, all the different things. It's all very complex and complicated these days, hence why I don't get involved with it.
That's okay. It completely makes sense.
So it's not a tool for us that's unique, and it's certainly, I don't consult at that level to say to a client, you need widget X, Y, Z.
Of course.
That's not what we would do. So so it's a no from us.
That's okay. Don't worry. Thank you for your time. Is there
welcome.
Is there anyone that you could introduce me to, perhaps, or you think that this person might have a need for it, Deepak, that I think is worth you having a chat with?
Well,
don't ask, don't get.
I mean, I'm connected to over 6,000 people on LinkedIn. The majority are the people that I would market, my services as being relevant for, which would be CEOs. That's who I deal at that level. I don't deal at other levels. And then, I'm part of the marketing community, so a bulk of my marketing contacts are, yes, they could be digital, but I don't just go to them and say, hey, you need to look at, product X. They say, why? What qualifies you? Because I'm not a digital strategist. Why would they say that? That I should even.
Of course.
Suggest one product over another when I'm. I don't know how you say you're brilliant and you've got to corner the market, but I can't say that with credibility.
Of course.
That's not my space.
I understand. Well, look, I appreciate that. Thank you for letting me know about what you do. It sounds bloody interesting. And I just thank you for your time and hope that you enjoy probably what is your lunchtime that I'm bleeding into now. So thank you.
It's not a problem at all. Always happy to take a call. Thank you.
Amazing.
Thanks.
Thank you, Jamila. Bye. There you go, guys. That was the third call. So I hit 23 minutes, and that was also a no. There you go. So let me switcheroo to another campaign. Or you know what? Actually, in fact, we've hit the 1 o'clock mark. No success. Well, I got 2 people that said emails and stuff, but I wouldn't say that there's any large success today. So there you go, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you back tomorrow. See ya.